and gentlemen, welcome to the longest running daily variety show.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living.
The Mark Inspires Show. We're here, day 1,049 in a row. We got a Bible. The cover came off 1775. I mean, somebody ripped it off between then and now. When I got it, there was duct tape holding it together, and I didn't like that. So I took the duct tape off, and I'm leaving it, virgin here. So maybe one day somebody can reattach it. But regardless, this is a Bible right here from 1775. What's crazy, actually, is when you read this, it says Prince James. So I don't even know if he was king yet when this was written. I think he was, but just maybe his title was Prince. You'll see that when we get over here. But it's pretty beautiful. I mean, it has this really nice lithograph type of vibe on the inside right before we get to the main detail. Now, what's interesting here is I was just doing a quick search to try to find a photo of a Bible from 1775, and I saw my Bible, but it said, and contains the Apocrypha, and I think they took that out. So that may be in here, and if that is the case, I need to figure out how to find that. So you guys can help me figure that out, and maybe we'll read through some of these things. This is like where they, R's are F's. You know what I mean? Back then they didn't have, no, it wasn't R's. S's were F's. So it's going to be hard to read. Hopefully we'll have Hilly Billy join us tonight, so we can have a little conversation about this Bible. It's been with me now since 2010. I'll tell you the story really quick, just in case we're waiting for Hilly to show up. I want to say hi to Virginia, S-Coop, Barella, Trish Killian, George Rochelle in the house. S-Coop. Guys, S-Coop is telling you probably right now, Virginia's here. We have Liberty and Freedom. We're live on 2 channels right now on YouTube. On the standard Mark Inspires channel that's been live for 1,749 days in a row. But tonight, starting tonight, and hopefully going forward, we'll build out this channel. It's Mark Inspires TV. Very easy to find. Just throw TV in at the end. It pops right up. So right now, it's in good standing with YouTube. I'm going to tell you my plan with this channel, and hopefully you guys will head over there right now and subscribe. Hit the bell. Most important thing. This channel we're on right now, Mark Inspires, nobody's hit the bell, is what I've told from YouTube. They're like 5% of people have hit the bell, which means that out of 10,000, 11,000 people, that's like nothing. So on the new channel, the goal is that everybody will hit the bell. And we got Zabroski here. Zabrosk, hit us with a woohoo. Sorry, buddy. He wanted me to point to him, and I almost didn't do it. Guys, we're here. Jim Williams is in the house. Good, Big Cat Jim. If you guys haven't heard that, it's on iTunes. Spotify. You can listen to my music for free on Spotify. 209 songs. But getting back to this, just so you understand what we're doing here. The new channel is Mark Inspires TV. If you could head over there and subscribe and hit the bell. And not just hit the bell, make sure you go all when you hit the bell. That's the only way you'll get notifications from this channel. And just so you have an idea how this new channel is going to go, there's going to be 3 to 5 pieces of content dropped every single day, okay? At least. I may drop 10. I don't freaking care at this point. I'll tell you why. Nobody saw any of it when I dropped it the first time on this channel. So I'm re-releasing everything. Tomorrow, there's 2 pieces already that are ready to go early tomorrow morning. I think it's like 9 a.m. Rise Up Like the Sun. It's a beautiful song. We're going to be releasing Big Cat Jim again over on this new channel. All of the songs will be re-released. And here's the thing about the new channel. Mark Inspires TV is going to be specific. It's the music. It's the comedy that has nothing to do with politics. And that's it. And I'll do some other stuff too where it's little bits here and there, but it's the music and it's the comedy that has nothing to do with politics. That's the Mark Inspires TV channel. So everything I've ever done that had nothing to do with politics, like Do You Think You Could Dance and Wheel of Fortune and Family Feud and all these crazy game shows I did over the last 3 or 4 years that nobody saw. They'll all be re-released on this new channel, and because there won't be a connection at all to Donald J. Trump or Joe Sleepy Poopy Pants. Now, we're no politics at all, so it's just going to be straight up comedy and straight up music. And if I drop enough and you guys do your best in order to comment and share, I saw a couple of new subscribers already came in, people I never saw before. So it means that this new channel is already getting some eyes on it that my old channel didn't at all. I'll tell you something pretty interesting. I uploaded the Donald Trump show on the Donald Trump show channel. It's a channel here on YouTube. You guys can find it. And then I also uploaded it here on the Mark Inspires channel. Well, I got notified today that they blocked it here on the Mark Inspires channel. It's blocked. If you guys go to click that right now, it's not working. I did go in there. The thing that they're saying made it unviewable for the entire planet. The 4-hour movie is a 1 minute clip during the Van Jones episode 35, I think it was, or 36, where he tells you how you can stay in power if if there's an issue during the election. And I guess TED TV is I don't know, but they're the ones who are blocking it, so you can't see it. However, if you go to the Donald Trump show channel, it's playing still over there. No issues. There was a copyright notice, but about something else. It had nothing to do. I think it maybe had to do with my Lowe's intro. I don't know if you guys do know this, but every one of my movies starts with the Lowe's intro. Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Enjoy the show. You guys remember that? I love that. That's how I start every movie, because I love that. And By Menon. I bring By Menon in like all my clips because I used to love that commercial. So anyway, just to get back to it, the new channel, music, comedy, that's it. Tomorrow we have at 9 a.m. Rise Up Like the Sun, and at noon, Shark Tank. My episode of Shark Tank. It's a crazy, silly parody, and it's probably one of the best game shows ever that I've done, or parodies, because I took a lot of the Shark Tank content. Like, I took stuff they were saying in the show, and then I just threw it in after I did all the bits. And just so you guys know, anything you ever see me do comedy wise, it was done in the moment. There's no script. The scammer payback thing that just went live today on the Mark Inspires TV channel, that was done live in the moment because I love that guy. I think he's awesome. And so I just decided to do a scammer bit that day. I had no idea that I'd be the scammer until I started going. I'm like, oh, it'll be pretty funny. I'm in a call center and I'm trying to see if I could scam somebody. And then it's wherever it goes. All the stuff with Joanne, that stuff came out brilliant because I, for the first time ever, added Joanne's voice. It's funny, somewhere along the line, someone said, you should add the voices of the people you're speaking to. And I'm like, no, you guys got to use your imagination. But people don't have imagination. No offense, but not like me. I'm the guy creating it. I know what these characters are supposed to be saying to me to react this way and that way. Not to mention a lot of the stuff that Joanne's wheeze is priceless, by the way. But Judy, some of the stuff Judy says in that episode, like, is that your family crest, is brilliant, And so basically my new idea going forward is to release all my movies. They're going to be re-released here on this new channel, Mark Inspires TV. However, I'm going to remaster all of them. And Batmark versus Supermark, when I'm talking to people all over the place, you're going to hear someone talking back to me. And when I'm talking to that guy who's wearing the stupid mask and Supermark walks up to him and he's punching the guy, you're going to hear that guy responding. Yeah, you seen Supermark, I don't know what I'm going to say yet, but I'm going to improvise all of the other dialogue, and the movies will be re-released, and they're just going to be better. And I'm also going to zoom in like I do in all my newer movies. All the first movies, like the first 6 movies, there were no zooms. It was just here's the clip, here's the comedy, and you got to see the facial expressions I make from this far away. Some of the best stuff, I think, from all of the comedy is the facial expressions. I love looking off and doing it's to me, it's physical, and it's an audio thing. I don't know. It's tone. Sometimes I feel like my comedy has everything to do with tone and physical animation and twerking my face or tweaking and looking in one certain direction after I say something or whatever, or holding a pause. All that stuff to me is what comedy is. I don't have a script, so it's okay, I can just sit here and not say a word and just make faces. You know, what's that, Joanne? You know, like even that, looking like pretending someone's talking to me. It's just my bit, you know? But what is Joanne saying? No, Joanne, seriously, nobody has any idea because you're wheezing. You guys know. Impressionist. I'll try to match it. You're going to be like dead on. Right? Right? Oh, goodness. You know, what's that? No, Joanne, I know. She goes, that is dead on, Mark. You know, sometimes you do it. So, guys, I don't know if Hilly Billy's with us, and I don't even know if necessarily we should do this review of the 1775 Bible. I just think it's pretty cool that this exists and that I have it. You know, again, just quickly on this story. I'm a real estate agent. That's how I make a living. And so I got my license in 2007, right after the crash. I remember I walked into my office the first time. And as I walked in, this guy, Anthony, who I worked with I've been at 3 firms. My first firm, I walk in and he goes, what are you doing? We're all leaving. Because the market had just crashed. So he's like, everybody's getting out of real estate. They're going to go like grab a hammer and do something, go try to make a living. And he goes, what are you doing? We're all leaving. And I remember looking him square in the face. And I don't know this guy. And I said, I'm going to learn this business while it's bad. And when it gets good, I'm going to be just rocking. You know, I'm going to just dominate. That's my plan, is just to go out there and dominate after struggling through the rough times. And long story short, I got this listing in my town. And it was one of the first listings I had where I got to prove myself, close to $1 million property. And I'm the young guy in town. I used to wear a suit every single day. You know, I'd walk in and dressed, ready to go. It used to be a joke. Some of my clients used to try to catch me at my office to see if I really wore a suit all the time. This guy, Jeff, actually the one guy, I love this guy, Jeff Pickard. Jeff was the guy who actually wrote a piece to the local paper about me buying a drone in 2013. And when I did that, bought the drone, I didn't realize nobody else had done it. I just knew there was something there that no one else was doing, like in mass. Like I didn't realize when I bought the drone, I was like, no one's doing this, but how accurate is that statement that no one's doing it? I knew that there were companies that had drones and they were using that to shoot photos, but how many other realtors out there had purchased a drone and they were offering it to their clients free of charge? So I bought it because I was like, I don't think anybody in my town's doing it. That's where I started. I was like, I'm the only one in town. So I bought it and then I started flying it and getting amazing footage. And my client goes, this is so cool. He goes, do you mind if I write a little something about your innovation, about that you're, thinking outside the box for your clients? I was like, yeah, sure. He sent it to my, to the local paper. They do a story on me. This is like a year and a half, 2 years into me being a realtor. And that story leads to a news story on Channel 8 News. Then it goes to Fox Connecticut News. Then it went to Channel 8 in Connecticut, and then back to Fox again later on in the year. So I was on the news about 5 or 6 times in 2013. I've shown you guys before. There's this, I got this big plaque from the newspaper article they wrote about me, and it said like Mark Pires, the first realtor to purchase drone aerial technology in Connecticut. I found out I was the first realtor in all of Connecticut to do this, and so I capitalized on that by, showing people that I think differently, and I get this drone and I go over to see this guy and I said, I'd love to have an opportunity to list the house. I was up against 3 or 4 agents. I wind up with the listing. So I'm there and this is a situation where he's selling his father's home. And Peter, that was his name. Peter said, Mark, I just want to sell this property, get whatever. He's from I live close to one of the most expensive towns in the Northeast United States. Just like you, it's like the Beverly Hills of the United States, called Greenwich, Connecticut. It's not far from me. I should work there, not in New Canaan where my office is. Because Greenwich is where that's where there's 30 and 50 and $100 million properties. What am I doing in New Canaan? Anyway, regardless. So in Greenwich, he lived in Greenwich and I'm in New Canaan. And he says, look, my father lives, he passed away. Can you get me the most you can, So we sell the property. I sell the property, and he's like, I got to get rid of everything in here. What do I do? And I said, I don't know. You got to call like one of those companies come in here and donations or whatever, or just dumpster, throw it all away, whatever. And so he goes, yeah, I'm going to just call someone to come and just catalog everything and sell it or get rid of it or whatever. He's like, I don't even care. He didn't care at all. So I walk into one of these back rooms and I start seeing instruments. like violins and flutes and all these weird instruments. I don't play clarinet, but there's like 3 clarinets, there's 2 flutes, there's 6 violins, and they're all sitting there in these cases, and I don't know if they're valuable at all, but they're there, and I'm like, I'm a musician who collects instruments. I got instruments all over the place in the studio. Like, I literally, guitars everywhere. I got a stand-up bass over here that's like 6 feet tall. I never play it, but it's here. I got saxophones. I got everything. I don't play those things. I could play them. I don't know what I'm doing. I can make noises out of it. It makes it sound like I know what I'm doing, but I have no idea how to play any of them. But the point is, I love to collect instruments. And so I'm looking at all this stuff, and I called my client. I said, look, what are you doing with the instruments? You know I told you I'm a songwriter and, you know, I collect instruments. What are you going to do with these instruments? He goes, Mark, have anything you want. Anything you want there, I'm getting rid of it. You can have it. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, feel free, take it all. So I took all the instruments and put them in my car. And I'm thinking to myself, there's a lot of books in that room. Let me go look around, see if there's anything old in there, you know. This is a guy who clearly had some cool stuff, instruments. He passes away. There's books. So I start going through the books. I probably should have spent more time looking through these books, you know, just to see what was there. I found a German book from 1812. It's somewhere, I don't know if I know exactly where that one is. I should find that one because it has this really cool, like, I don't know, it's like pigskin like cover or something interesting. So in the stack, I find this. This right here is a Union Prayer Meeting Hymns book from the Civil War. So this is from 1860 something, from 1861. Maybe they put it out, or maybe right during the war. Let's see what it says. It does have a date here. Well, they didn't even put a date. They had to put a date in here. It tells you it's Philadelphia, the American Sunday School Union on 122 Chestnut Street. Let the people, there's a LXVII. I'm not sure what that is, but that's what it says here. Anyway, so this is for the Union Army. So you can say some prayers out there while they're, you know, trying to save the country. So that happened, and in that box I see this old Bible. And at first, I don't really know what this is. I just know it's old, so I grabbed it. I threw it in my car, and I left, you know. And what's interesting is when you look at it, actually, maybe I did see, because it's not in Roman numerals. It says right here, Cambridge, let's see if I could show you here, 1775. Let's see if you can get a look at the picture there on the angels and Jesus up there. Look at this, though. This is what I thought was interesting. The Holy Bible containing the Old and New Testaments, translated out of the original tongues, and with the former translations diligently compared and revised by His Majesty, special command, appointed to read in churches. Okay, this is what's called printed by John Archdeacon, printer of the university. This 1775, guys. 70. That's just crazy, right? So I just want to go to the next page and show you something else this is what I thought was really crazy. Right here, look at this introduction. This is, I don't even know what the hell this is. Maybe this is just, you know, the foreword or something for the Bible. But it says, to the most high and mighty Prince James, by the grace of God, King of Great Britain, France, and Ireland, defender of the faith, translators of the Bible, and the grace, mercy, and peace through Jesus Christ our Lord. But isn't that interesting that it says King of Britain, but it says by the most high and mighty Prince James? Why would it say Prince? Was he still a prince here? You know? Like that, I don't understand. Is this an autographed edition? That would be pretty cool. Is Jesus' signature in here? Jesus isn't in here, but maybe Prince James? So guys, how would I find out if the Apocrypha's in here? Apparently it is. When I read the other thing, it says it's in here. Let's see, okay, here we go. The epistle. Oh, of course, my stupid camera. All right, so guys, what is this here? Take a look. We have a list of all the books here. You guys tell me if you see anything that looks like it shouldn't be in here or should all be in here. I don't know. Anything in there that looks interesting? Malachi. What about over here? The book's called the Apocrypha! Guys, the Apocrypha's in here! Look! Eldris, Tobit, Judith, the rest of Esther, Wisdom, Escaladites or something like that, Baruch, the Epistle of Jeremiah, the Song of Three Children, the Story of Sultans, or Saphana, the Idol Bell and the Dragon, the Prayer of Maccabees, and Maccabees 2. Guys! The Apocrypha. Is that cool or what? Should we get the Apocrypha? How do I find it? Okay, let's see. The books of the Apocrypha. It's a whole separate set of books, guys. We gotta find it. We gotta find it now. Oh goodness. Isaiah. Is that before or after? Let's see. No, wow. That's okay. Apocrypha is. Oh, wait a second. This is like all over the place. Esdras hath chapters 9. Let's just see something here. I have to figure out how to define all this, guys. Here's 8. Let's just see. Numbers, Leviticus, the trial of jealousy. Man, this is crazy. There's like notes on the side. Law of the Nazarites. I wish I could figure out how to find this. You know what I should do is leave like little tags in here all over this Bible of where things are so we can look at them better. Let's see. I'm just going to try to scroll and find it. I got Chronicles here. Solomon's Song. What's that about? I kind of want to read this whole Bible from like beginning to end, you know? Solomon's Song. Is that Ecclesiastes? So Ecclesiastes. Hold on. Ecclesiastes. What is it? You could tell I haven't looked at the Bible in a very long time here. Is that part of it? Jeremiah. There's got to be an area where it says it at the top, like books of the Apocrypha or something like that. Job. Here we go. Psalms. Here's a little. This is sitting in there. Psalm. This guy's got a bunch of different. Hold on. Psalms 28:7. He's got different things in here that we should read. For some reason, he's got it in here. For the kingdom is the Lord's, and he is the governor among nations. All that be fat upon earth shall eat and worship. All that go down to the dust shall bow before him, and none can keep alive his own fowl. I don't know what any of this crap means. This is like reading Shakespeare. You know? Let's see if we can find the Apocrypha here, guys. We're at the Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, or Preacher, Solomon's Song. Wait, Solomon's Song. We're getting close. There's pictures in here, guys. I never saw these before. Now we're in Isaiah. Jeremiah. We're getting close, right? Isn't that what we were looking for? The books of Jeremiah, is that what it was? Oh, yeah, this is it right here. I think this is it. I think we're getting close. No. The Epistle of Jeremiah is different. All right, we're going to keep going. Ezekiel, Daniel, Amos, Jonah, Micah. All right, this is where it gets crazy, guys. It goes right to the New Testament. Do you think they took it out? Table of scripture measures, weights, and coins. This tells you about the coins of the day. That's kind of cool. Let's just see what the hell's going on over here. Index of the Holy Bible. The Sixth Age. Let me see. Wait, this is all index stuff. I'm not sure what any of this is. I wonder, this has probably got so much information. An index to the Holy Bible, or an account of the most remarkable passages in the books of the Old and New Testament, pointing to the time wherein they happened and the place of the scripture where they were recorded. This is basically getting all the good stuff out of it. The Apocrypha is the name given after it was taken out. Oh. So what you're saying, Sarah, is that all of these books are within the Bible. They're not in a section called the Apocrypha. Okay, so then we're gonna have to really figure this out, guys. If I want to, locate these things, I need someone's help. I really need a scholar, a Bible scholar. Where's freaking Hilly when you need him? Revelation, guys. We got Revelation right here. I kind of want to read Revelation. The Revelation of St. John the Divine, the General Epistle of Jude, the third Epistle of John. Wait, some of these epistles are. There's something about an epistle I saw up here, right? That we were looking for. Let's see. Oh, guys, now we're doing some serious deep diving here. Ecclesiasticus. Oh, wait, guys, that is one of the ones for the book of the Bible. I mean, of the Apocrypha. So what's interesting is all of these books that were taken out are in here. Wait a second. Okay, the names and order of all the books of the Old and New Testament with the number of their chapters. Okay, so when I see wisdom and it says 19, so we have to go to find chapter 19. And the question is, how the hell do I do? Like, that's where I'm at a loss. I'm at Samuel. Where's 19? I don't even know how Roman numerals work. Satan's Malice? Gosh almighty, this is a crazy looking book, guys. I know I'm not really showing you what I'm seeing, but this is just like, it's really, really in great condition considering the cover's gone. But let me just see if I can show this to you. I'm just scrolling. I'm just scrolling through here, trying to freaking figure out where the different books of the Apocrypha would be in here. But look there's a picture of something. What's this? What's this? I don't know what the hell that is. It's just like I don't know what that is. Does Hilly know what channel you were on? No, Hilly knows I'm on one of the two, but the problem is this is late for Hilly. Hilly's a during the day guy. Like, I was really trying to get on around 9 today, but it's tough, guys. It's tough. I got 3 kids, and this isn't something where I'm like, I got to go on because I'm making a living at this. It's like, when you're done, you're done, Solomon's Song. Wait a second. Solomon's Song, one of them in here? Song of Three Children. No, not Solomon's Song. Song of Solomon's already over here. Okay, so that's an 8. Let's just see something here. The book of the prophet Isaiah. Does anybody know how I'd be able to find these things? Because I have no idea how the heck to find these different books in here. Maccabees. Ecclesiasticus. We actually found that earlier, so let's just go to that one at least, because then we know we have one thing that we can look at here. That's definitely a part of the Apocrypha. Parable of the Murdered Feet. Jeez, this is crazy, guys. Oh, what is this? All right, so this is the New Testament right here. What's kind of cool, I want you guys to see this. This is the family that owned this Bible. Stephen Howell was born October. What day is that? I can't see. The 23rd of 1744. Eunice Howell was born on March 20th of 1744. Isn't that crazy? Pretty cool. So obviously there's stuff in here. Let's see. Now, is there anything in the New Testament that they took out between 1775 and now? Does anybody know about that? Because that would be interesting to see if we could find something that was not supposed to, or that's not supposed to be in here that is now in here. I'm thinking the index to this Holy Bible thing. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. This is like a thing of things you should not do, okay? This is a list of things that you should not do if you are, whatever, table of kindred and affinity. A man may not marry his grandmother, his grandmother's wife, wife's grandmother, father's sister, mother's sister's, father's brother's wife, mother's brother's wife, wife's father's sister, wife's mother's sister, mother, stepmother, wife's sister, daughter's sister. So Hunter Biden, bad guy. He married his brother's ex-wife because his brother died, and he married her, and then he was like a scumbag. A woman may not marry her grandfather. Then it goes down the list. It's pretty crazy. This is wild stuff, guys. Oh! Wait a minute. Oh my goodness! This tells us the proper table of time! Oh my goodness! Guys, this says it! The first month of the year is March. The first month, look at there, table of time, Nisan or Abib, March and April. Second month is April to May. Sivan is May to June. Tammuz, look at all the way to the end, guys. There's 13 months. 13 months. We've got it all right here. This is it. This is like everything they've done to screw up our world and to pretend that we're something different. There's 12 months. No, there's 13 months. And the first of the month, or the first day of the new year is March. It's funny. I heard someone saying that Jesus, the reason why the three wise men were out, in the way that it worked out is because they couldn't have done that in the winter. They couldn't be out in the field sitting around waiting to see the shooting stars so they can go to the manger. It was, and then the time of the year where this was going on, where they would be doing these things, it's only in the spring because sheep can only birth in the spring. I didn't know that, but they could only give birth in the spring. So in the manger, it was spring. It was April. It was March and April was when Jesus was born. And so this right here is the Bible from 1775 telling us at the time that we used to have 13 months. Vader is the 13th month. Vader. Nisan or Abib is the first month. Ijer or Ziphan, Tammuz, Ab, Elul, Tifri or Ethnian. Markavian or Bul is October and November. Chiliao is November, December. Tebeth is December and January. Shebat is January, February. Adar, February, March. And Vader is between March and April again. So it's like a kind of the 13th month is the connection. That is unbelievable, guys. And this is the other truth that I've heard now. So just so you guys understand this, we are living in sin by going to church on Sunday. Okay? Sunday is the first day of the week. Sunday's the first day of the week. The Sabbath is Saturday. Days of the week. First day of the week, Sunday. Second day, Monday. Look at that. Seventh day or Sabbath, Saturday. Guys, can you believe this? These are two things I heard recently on TikTok. Oh, there's 13 months in the year. And I was like, what? And they start thinking about stuff like, okay, what does October mean? Well, that means the 8th month. What does December mean? Dec 10. It's the 10th month. So it's like all these, you start thinking about it like, geez, September, what's Sep? 7th, And it also, November. What's Nov? 9. It's the 9th month. And now I have it right here in my 1775 Bible before the control, which we call the government of the world, decided to change things on us. Sunday isn't the Sabbath, guys. Sunday's the first day of the week. The Sabbath is Saturday. And I don't know how or why it was shifted, but because we are now praising God on the first day of the work week and not on his day that he asked us to honor him. It's unbelievable. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Scripture of measures and weights, we've got that too, but this one right here, this is the proof right here. That gentleman I saw telling that this is what he was trying to prove. It was like, oh well, yeah, well, there's obviously documentation to prove that there are 13 months. There's obviously documentation to prove that Sunday is the first day of the week and Sabbath is on Saturday. Well, yeah, right here in the Bible, the Word of God. Oh man, that's just so cool. I gotta say, that's just, to me, I think that's pretty cool that we found that here. And I don't know how to find the books of the Apocrypha. They're in here. They are in here. I'd like to spend some time looking through that and see if I find Tobit and all the other ones and we can read them. We'll read them all here because I think it interests me when they take away stuff, when they take away books in order for us to get perspective. And at some point, a human being decides that you're not smart enough to know the truth. Think about that. You can't be trusted with the truth. We got to hide the truth from you. So we'll tell you a little bit different narrative. Like there's 12 months, that extra month. Someone said that it's also a financial move. That's why they did it. Because you can never get out of debt. That 13th month would be the 1 month you get extra in order to pay down your bills. But they made it 12 months so you can never, ever do that. You're always accruing additional fees that you can never pay down because that 13th month exists in the finance world, I think, but not in our world. But it's real. It's real. There's 13 months. And the first month of the year is March. March and April are like, what's interesting is that the Bible calls it 13 months, but the way that they describe the months are almost like the zodiac. Did you notice that? It's actually exactly like the zodiac because it was March, April, May, June, and 13, just like there's 13 zodiac signs, right? So I think that it's just extremely interesting. I don't know what you guys think about it, but to see that information in a Bible that's 340 years old, that's where you get to some real truth. Isn't that interesting? You got to go back 340 years in order to see the truth. I kind of dig that. I want to know what else we should look at in that book. Yeah, right. I wish. Here's the thing. It's not like it's rare to find this book. They're out there. I just happen to have it. And I think it's pretty cool because the information within it, it could really be something for our timeline that we're not able to access currently. Like, what would be interesting is to go in and scan each and every page. You know what I mean? And like, if I could ever figure out, I don't have the time, but if I could ever figure out how to do that, to scan every page, so you could put it on a disc of some sort so people can dissect what's in this Bible from 1775. I feel like that would be pretty valuable, probably more valuable than me holding it myself. It's funny. It's just been sitting back there. We pulled it out 6 months ago, pulled it about a year ago as well, and this is somebody's very important treasure. Back in, wait a second. I don't know if we could find this episode, but the last time we went over this Bible, I found the original owner. We're going to do it again real quick. Silas Howell. Look at this. There's another inscription here, and this is now, you can't read what was here anymore. This used to have something on it. On this side, there was something else. It says bought in 17. How is that possible? Bought 1783 is when this guy bought it. Is what it says, okay? And it's a Bible from 17. Okay, this is so cool. The Old Testament is from 1775. The New Testament is from 1776. How cool is that? So cool. So this was done a year later. Okay, so we're going to really quick. Stephen Howell. Stephen Howell and Eunice Howell. You guys ready for this? Stephen Howell, Eunice Howell. We're going to put their birth dates in and we're going to find this like we did last time. And you guys are going to be blown away because there's a story behind all of this and we're going to read it right now together. And I remember last time I did it, I was like blown away that this is a thing, that this guy was like about an hour and a half away from me, you know? So we're looking for Stephen Howell. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. Okay, so let's see what comes up. You guys ready for this? Joanne, can I get the window capture going over here? Thank you. All right, so Nathan P. Howell. Let's see what this says. Right here, guys. Stephen Howell Sr. He was born October 23rd, 1744. He died January 18th, 1828. At 83 years, 2 months. This is his... Oh, I can't see it that way? Okay, we'll just look at it then. Okay, I don't need you to look at that. Oh, come on, shut this crap down. Stephen Howell. Look, guys, there's his gravestone. I don't want to sign into your stupid website, okay? Let's see if we can find out any more information here. Oakland, this is in Oakland Cemetery in Sag Harbor, New York. Stephen Howell, buried here. Can we get more info on him? Guys, but that right there, I did research to figure out who he was once. Let's see if we can figure that out. Let's go back. This is just crazy to me. Here we go. You guys ready for this? See if I can find anything with his name. I don't see any specific people, just... Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't really see people. I just see a lot of information, a lot of... For some reason, he popped up on this with this page here. So what I remember, if I could find it, was that he was a Revolutionary War soldier who lived in Long Island. And when George Washington came to his town to speak about protecting this country and trying to win our own freedom, he decided to leave his family in Long Island and fight alongside George Washington. I thought that was pretty amazing. And I drew this parallel when I went over this, how he was fighting against tyranny in 1776. Here we go, I found it. Stephen Howell. Let's see if I could do this better. How would I? I can't see, unfortunately. This is not working well for me because of the way the screen is. You know, let's just do it like this because then I can read it if I come over to where you guys are. was that? I don't know what I did. I had something there. Oh, I want to read the story again about this guy. That's basically what it said. Here we go. I'm going to leave that there and read it with you. So, of course, let me get out of the way so we can see this. We have a commission given to Stephen Howell by Governor Tryon, August 28, 1772, under King George III, as lieutenant of a company of foot in the 2nd Battalion of Suffolk Regent Militia. Also, a commission given to Stephen Howell by Governor Clinton. Whoa. In November 1786, the company of Suffolk Company Regent. Let's see. After returning from Connecticut, he removed to Sag Harbor. In 1785, in company with Colonel Benjamin Hunting, he fitted out the brig Lucy, a whaling vessel for southern waters, which proved a successful venture. He owned a large property at Sag Harbor, and Eunice, his wife, which we saw, he had sons David, Lewis, and Abner. I got Silas, Lewis, Stephen. They're all here in this book. All right, let me see if I can scroll down a little more. Hold on. Oh, a little bit. They have his house. No way. Okay, let's see if this is. I got my camera right in the way, so I can't see this, unfortunately. Stephen Howell petitioned for relief on February 12th, 1778, which was granted on May 1778. With others, he was permitted to go to Long Island after grain, and in 1780 for flax. He asked for permission to return to Long Island, and permission was given in April 1782. He signed an association. So there was something in here talked about how he decided to fight alongside George Washington. But as you can see, when he first came here, he was actually working for the British. Yeah, this is it right here. Talk about all of his family. Let's scroll now. It's working a little better. This is his house. Oh, guys, look at that. This is the guy who owned my Bible. This is his house in Southampton, Long Island. Holy freaking cow, guys. That is sick. Oh, my goodness. I got to go and find this. There's the signatures, too. Oh, my goodness. That is so insane. All right. I got to go over here and get back on here for you. I'm like totally blown away by this. Let's read this. Wait, hold on a second. Among his sons, Silas, Sag Harbor, Cornelius, above it, he went to Augustus VIII, lived for a long time in China. You got to check him, see if he make sure he's not giving 10% to the big guy, you know. From Bridgehampton to Saybrook, that's in Connecticut here where I am. So if you're joining us right now, we're going over this Bible I have from 1775, and this is the owner of that Bible. Guilford, Connecticut. Wow, this is crazy, all this stuff. I just want to see what this says, guys. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm reading all of this with you. But this is really, this is really cool stuff for me because I have this Bible right in front of me. And the fact that I do, and I can, I'm trying to see if I can do this without freaking background. It's so shitty. You know, I got to get better lighting. I mean, look at that. You got all the creases in my green screen, Joanne, you know. Anyway, let's see. We're going to go over here and read this real quick. Let's see what it says. Oh, the first son of a family. The first family came to Southold in Isaac, 1694. I think we've moved past that family. Okay, so we're out of, I want to go back and find this part where it talked about him the first time and meeting George Washington. Isaac Howell. I don't know who the hell Isaac Howell is. It's not the same Howell. Let's see. Jack Howell? Isaac. This look probably like they're all family members. Ezekiel Howell. Refugees, Long Island, Connecticut. Elias Howell. This is just, I mean, I don't know. I guess I could sit here forever looking at this stuff, but it's not going to get us anywhere. We do know that I have this guy's his Bible right here, which is pretty cool. Still wish I could find that story. This is it right here. Here we go. Refugees. Stephen Howell, right there. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I don't see that part about him meeting George Washington. I wish I did. We're going to quickly see if we can find that article. Is clearly somewhere. I just don't know where the hell. You know, it's interesting. There's a fair amount of information, though, if you think about it. This is like some random guy, you know what I mean? And I have his Bible, but the fact that I could find information about him at all on the internet. Okay, Stephen and Eunice. Here we go. Generation 6. Oh, come on. I don't give a crap, okay? I'll allow it to unblock for 15 minutes from the VPN, you know? All right, so here we go. Sup! The site is temporarily unavailable. What in the freaking heck? That was the one, I think. Is this the one we looked at originally? No. Oh, goodness, guys. We had it going. We had a good one. We found it. And then they wouldn't let me in. Civil War soldiers. Births, deaths. I mean, this is just showing births and deaths. I wanted to find that story. That story was pretty cool. And it was something to hold on to when I realized, here we go. Better let me work here. Come on. It's in freaking like German. What the hell? All right. Guys, I tried. I tried to find that bit where it shows exactly who he was. Marriage record. This is like something cool to do research on, to be honest. Like, it is pretty cool, but I just can't find what I want to find. It's not showing me that detail. It was such a cool thing to read. Come on with all this connection isn't private crap. I don't give a crap. That's why I have a VPN. You know, or did you know? I don't care. That's why I have a VPN. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Why is everything so slow? And my freaking camera's off, Joanne. Bunch of crap. Guys, we're trying to look at the Bible. Here we go. See if we can find some more information about the person who owned my Bible in 1782. Come on. Howell. Hezekiah Howell. All right, we're starting to get somewhere here. I'm seeing names. I'm seeing the Howell name. Let's see what we can find here. So, guys, this Bible, I've had it for about 10 years, 12 years now. And only about a year ago did I uncover the fact that it was owned by, well, I knew that it was owned by Stephen Howell. I remember looking at these names when I first got the book, but I never thought about looking on the internet to see if I could find this gentleman from 1770. 1744 is when he was born. And just so you could see, this is their family. Basically, this is what they used to do back in the day, is they'd put all their names in a Bible because they didn't have any records. This is their records. This is the family records in order to remember when people were born, all that stuff. And Stephen Howell, this is 1878. They're going through all of this stuff here. And see, I feel like if it's 1878, this dude's been long gone. Here's John Howell. That's probably like his great-grandson, you know? So, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to find anything on Stephen Howell there. Howell families. See, this is the one right here. I think that this is the one that won't let me in, but it's like a government website. Why would this not work? This is where we were actually. Okay. We got in here, but it's not going to do us any good because there's 9,462 pages. See that? 453. So, okay. I don't know, guys. We're going to try one more thing. We're going to go to the third page. Sometimes your best stuff's on the third page. You know? A lot of people do the gravestones there. Kind of interesting. All right, we're going to the fourth page real quick, guys. We're checking one more. One more page just to see. Okay, we got their names here. 1744. Fairfield Barber. What? That was his parents. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Tried our best to see if we can get more, but I think that's it. I don't think we're going to get anything else in Stephen. And it was pretty cool to at least see his name there. You got to see his gravestone, you know? Pretty cool stuff. And there's got to be some sort of connection still here, you know what I mean? There's Bibles here at my house. So, anyway, it's a pretty cool thing. I'm really blown away by that, you know, that discovery about the months, the discovery about the time, the days of the week. That's some pretty crazy stuff. If you guys don't know what that is, basically there's 13 months. There are 7 days a week, but the first day of the week is Sunday. Yeah, it's crazy what is happening in a Bible from 1775. I mean, just seeing that information in there was like, pow, you know what I mean? So this was an interesting episode, guys. This is different than we ever do. I mean, I write songs every night. We create comedy, but to go in through a Bible that's from 1775 and start to uncover truths, pretty cool stuff. I mean, we didn't even talk, it's not about God. We're not talking about God and, you know, that within the Bible. We know that's the story, but what did they take out of the Bible, the one that we read today? What did they take out of the King James Bible now? You know? And so this one here, this is prior to all of the edits. It's prior to them changing everything and making it palatable for their narrative. The Apocrypha, it's in here somewhere. I have to go through and find it. But we found that detail. There are 13 months in a year. And the first month of every year is March and April. And each month is not one month. It's a combination of both months, just like the Zodiac. And it's all right here in my Bible from 1775. Now, what we have to do is we have to break this New Testament open, and we have to see what's inside there that's either different or slightly adjusted. There's a lot of Mandela effects that people talk about with the Bible. We can really delve deep here and see this Bible hasn't changed, guys. This didn't change. It's not like, oh, look, the numbers, the letters. No, this Bible has been here in its condition, in its typeset since 1775. It's freaking awesome, you know? So, oh man, I'll tell you what. I think I remember I read the New Testament when I was 16, maybe 15 or 16. But I never read the Old Testament. And I never had an interest. Do you know why? I don't know why, but I have never had an interest in reading the Old Bible. I mean, I've read pieces of whatever I heard, little parables, whatever, but I never read this. This is a ridiculous amount of words right here, you know what I mean? In a language that I don't know. This is Old English. You know? But I think I'm going to read this from from the first page here, because my cover broke, you know. The cover came off probably in 1782. During the war, hid it in the wall, you know. Guys, Stephen Howell's Bible. He moved to Sag Harbor, Long Island. He passed away in 1828, I think it was. but this Bible made it from his house to Connecticut to my client's father's house and then to me. 340 years later. Pretty cool. Oh, goodness. Tomorrow, guys, back to music. We'll get Hilly Billy on here one of these days for a conversation. I want to thank you guys for joining me on both channels today. We're on the Mark Inspires channel and on the Mark Inspires TV channel. If you could do me a favor right now from Mark Inspires and head over to the Mark Inspires TV channel. Tomorrow at noon, actually 2 things are happening tomorrow. 2 things. Tomorrow at noon, we have Shark Tank. My episode of Shark Tank that I was on, probably one of the funniest things I've ever done in my life. And I'm trying to see if I can find the link for you real quick so you guys can join us. I don't know why all these links aren't working all of a sudden because I'm not in the right place.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. Mark Inspires TV. So let me go and just find the link so you guys can join us tomorrow. Shark Tank. Here we go. Oh, goodness. This is one of my favorite parodies I've ever done. And right at noon tomorrow, it will be premiering on the brand new channel. That is the link. Do me a favor, guys. Don't just go over and hit the link and hit the subscribe. Hit all notifications on. That is very, very important for this new channel. Our current channel doesn't have anybody notified because people really didn't click the all notifications on. So do it on both. Check my channel. Make sure that you already have that all notifications on the Mark Inspires channel. But we're going to blow the Mark Inspires TV channel up. Dropping 3 to 5 pieces of content, maybe more, every day. Stuff that already is out there on this channel, but no one ever has a chance to see. 30 views, 40 views. You may get the same over on the new channel. I don't care, but I'm releasing it again. So keep your eye out. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., we have the first piece of content. It's called Rise Up Like the Sun. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, and you'll get to see the the re-release tomorrow at 9. Start your morning off, your Monday morning off with a really cool acoustic tune called Rise Up Like the Sun. And I will be in the chat for that one. And at noon, Shark Tank. And that's not it. There's probably 2 more pieces of content on the Mark Inspires TV channel, dropping tomorrow. So hit that notification bell, guys, every single day going forward. There's going to be 3 to 5 pieces of content coming out that are freaking hilarious or beautiful pieces of music. Remember, this new channel is only a couple things. It's positivity, it's live music, and it's comedy. That's it. That's what this channel is, but 0 politics on that channel. Okay, guys? And maybe that will help us stay away from all of the suppression. People will just allow our channel to breathe because it's just about the most important thing, which is making people laugh, making people feel something positive, and not even discussing the rest of the world. Straight up entertainment. So join us every night forever, guys. But by the way, tomorrow, huge day, 1,750 days in a row. Join me on either of these channels. Do me a favor, smash the like, leave a comment here, notifications on, and tomorrow we'll do it all over again. If you are here, please don't go anywhere. If you say goodnight, I will say goodnight back to you. We're about to do the outro. You got to go away, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, goodness. I didn't get the link for the other Rise Up Like the Sun, but if you go to the channel, you'll see it. 9 a.m. tomorrow. Can I get onto the live, Joanne? So I can say goodnight? Joanne's always destroying everything she does. She just wheezing. All right, I'm finally in. Here we go. Andrea O'Neill, Bradley Smith, Isaiah's granny's in the house. I love it. Jim Williams, my brother, and my man Ron. Guys, if you guys have not, and I'm sure you already are, subscribed to Emergency Management Associates, but that's my brother Ron. Make sure you support my family, my brothers. You know what I mean? That's my brother over there. S. Coop, thank you for everything. Virginia, we have liberty and freedom. Guys, if you are ever needing anything, like if you're saying, look, I feel like I'm looking for X. I probably did a piece of content that fills that void. So shoot me notes, because I'm going to be just popping stuff up randomly. I don't know what songs and comedy every day. So if there's a bit you really liked and you want to see it be released, let me know, because it will happen at some point. But I'm going to be putting it out systematically, just laying it out day by day. You're going to see premiere. And I hope you guys can join and share and direct people to both channels. But let's definitely explode this new channel, because that other one, guys, I think we've all done our best to try to get the Mark Inspires channel to do something, and no matter what, YouTube has a problem with it. So let's just see if we can quickly get to the same level on this platform, on the Mark Inspires TV channel. See if we can get ourselves over 1,000, subscribers fairly quick. I don't think it's going to be easy to do that, but if they share the content this time around, it shouldn't be hard. Fart in the elevator. Hammerlin Jameson trying out for Supermark. Yeah. I mean, guys, this is Shark Tank. Wheel of Fortune. Family Feud. Guys, we're doing it all. I also did Press Your Luck. Don't Get Fresh. That was a good episode. Every episode is good, I have to say. I mean, seriously, I don't think we've ever had a bad episode. Just doesn't happen, because we live in the moment. So all we're doing is trying our best to be our best. Isaiah, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Awesome. You guys got us up to 29. We're at 29 on the new channel. How about that? Oh, goodness. Andrea O'Neill, Bradley Smith, Isaiah's granny, Jim Williams. I got Rod, my brother. Guys, do you know what's going on right now? We're live on multiple platforms, but we're actually finally getting people to see stuff. Did you see what happened? Let's just quickly check. Today, we got 44 views for the Scammer Payback. It's not bad for a channel that had 24 subscribers until 29. So let's see if we can get these clips to be seen. Angels of America is lacking right now, only 9 views. But it's weird, because we have 11 likes, or 12 likes, but only 9 views. Maybe people liked it before and they didn't get a chance to see it yet. That's a cool song. Trish Killian asked me to write a song about Angels in America, and I think that came out great. It's on one of my albums. So I'll adjust this title. We didn't get Hilly on tonight, but we will get Hilly on soon, and we'll talk about this Bible some more, maybe some other questions. Just do a little interview with my brother Hilly. Tomorrow, I will see ya. With the new channel and everything too, I really would love to just find a way to go on for an hour at noon or at 1 o'clock and just be like, look, the night show is clearly not the way to do it. There's too much stuff on or whatever. I think it's better if we got our own time where people know every day I'm live and it's 2 o'clock or something like that, Because 10 o'clock, there's too many things going on. 2 o'clock, I got a shot. You got to go away. You got to go away. Yeah. Maybe I'll go on earlier than that tomorrow. I do have to wait for a appliance guy to fix something, so you never know. I will notify community, whatever the hell it's called, board. I'll leave stuff on both of them for you guys. Please keep sharing the show if you can. I appreciate you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, you got to go away. Yeah. You got to go away.